It seems as long as there's been oil and gas drilling, there have been concerns about the industry's impact on the environment. Joel Crane tells us about an issue that conservationist groups have raised. Joel?
Monica, if you've been near the Bakken, flaring is probably a familiar sight to you. And although it's decreased drastically in the past 10 years, some are still raising concerns that the oil and gas industry has not done enough to maximize gas capture. Flaring. It's an economic suck, according to some.
It's a loss of revenue, right? So like that's revenue that could be going to things like after school programs or housing, all kinds of things. I mean, it's not going to be a vast amount of money, but it's still money.
They say it's a health concern as well.
I hear of people having respiratory problems, children, nosebleeds.
Representatives from Dakota Resource Council say more of it happens on the Fort Berthold Indian Reservation than off.
The data that some groups like Environmental Defense Fund have recently done around North Dakota has shown that there's actually more flaring on the reservation than off the reservation.
But representatives from the oil and gas industry say that's simply not the case.
This is an incredible misrepresentation of the facts by the Dakota Resource Council, and gas capture is actually higher on the trust lands on the Fort Berthold Indian Reservation than anywhere else in the state.
That data comes from the Department of Mineral Resources, but SCOCUS with the DRC believes the self-reported figures of 95% plus gas capture are incorrect.
It's very unscientific. I mean, oftentimes there's not a scientist with the controls telling them exactly the volumes that are coming out of each of those wells.
On that point, industry leaders also disagree. Now, the Dakota Resource Council is conducting its own data collection on the air quality and methane emissions on and off the reservation. I'll tell you all about it when they publish their findings next week.
All right, thanks a lot, Joel.